Good morning. Thank you, Sophia. And thank you to all of you who made this event possible. I know how much behind the scenes work it takes to put on a conference like this, and your efforts are very much appreciated. I want to take a moment to especially express my appreciation for Ken Winston, the organizer of today's event, who has been a friend and colleague of mine for over 10 years. And for those, I imagine many of you don't know Ken Winston, but I want you to know that you're in the presence of one of the foremost climate advocates in our state. Ken has worked tirelessly for years. He has helped to stop a pipeline, to close coal plants, to get a statewide climate action plan created. And he's a really wonderful climate advocate and a wonderful person for you to learn from. So thank you, Ken, for all your great work. On behalf of, yes, let's give a round of applause again. On behalf of Mayor Leary and Gaylor Baird, I want to extend a warm welcome to all of the youth who are here today, and especially to those of you from other cities who came to Lincoln today. We are honored to be the host for the 5th Nebraska Youth Climate Summit, and we are so glad you're here. I'm especially honored to be here this morning because I was part of organizing the very first Nebraska Youth Climate Summit in 2016. That first year, we didn't know if people would come, how to get the word out, if young people in Nebraska would be interested in learning about climate advocacy. But we brought in a couple of hip hop artists and several state legislators and other great voices on climate issues, and the day turned out to be amazing. We had good turnout, really engaged young people, a lot of learning, and a lot of hope. So it's 7 years later now. And unfortunately, the world's greenhouse gas emissions have not decreased the way we had hoped. Extreme weather events are wreaking havoc across the globe. The window of time in which to make a real difference on climate change is shrinking, which means that this year's Youth Climate Summit is more important than ever. I hope that today you will have a chance to understand the issues around climate change more deeply, to be inspired by a range of climate leaders working in different contexts, to learn what effective advocacy really looks like, and perhaps most importantly, to get a glimpse of the role you uniquely can play in the most important challenge facing humanity. We need all of you, whether your gifts are in data analysis or storytelling, in scientific research or filmmaking, in social service or diplomacy. It's going to take all of us using our unique gifts to help facilitate a transition to a new kind of civilization, one that operates within our planetary boundaries. So thank you for bringing your hearts and minds and bodies to this work, and have a great conference today.